All right, everybody. We're having another secret session. Sometimes you guys want to get behind this.
Are we getting sponsored by this water or something?
I mean,
I'm just curious why. I know we're kicking off. We're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen, back behind the scenes. And they put all these waters here. I thought maybe I should have got a check or something. I just want to double check. They know we tear these things off, you know. So they do like this. Have you ever seen a basketball player? The basketball players do like this.
Right.
I got a lesser product. I'm going to keep my glasses on.
Cover them.
Oh, yes. That kind of happens. So there we go. You didn't notice the
Yeah, hit the resume button.
Right.
But listen, for those of you guys who are tuning in right now, we're having a bit of a secret session, and we were sitting here meeting with Del Toro and Shay, and we were having really a cash flow conversation. And Del Toro was the one who said, honestly, oftentimes as entrepreneurs, we don't get to be behind the scenes,
right?
And sometimes they treat the client or the customer like cattle.
Yeah.
And that as opposed to treating them like partners.
Yeah.
And with partners, they get to see what's happening in front of the house, but they get to see what's happening back of the house as well. Right. They get to see what's happening, what's happening in the front, but they also get invited to the back room. And so we see you guys as all partners of ours, and we wanted to invite you to this back room conversation.
What's up, everybody? Make sure you subscribe, right?
Make sure you hit
the subscribe button so you can subscribe. But fellas, y'all came to see me today. Tell them about what just happened. What even brought us together today?
Well, can I at least say hello to him first?
Please, yeah.
Can I say thanks for showing up?
Do you have a name?
Can I tell them my name is Shay Brown? I'm out here hanging out. First, they haven't seen you in a while, and they're probably curious. Have you been on a hiatus? I know it's a new year.
Yeah.
Things are coming up. Yeah. Before we tell them what happened today, can you tell them what's been going on since they last seen you, man?
Yeah.
It's really good to see you. He is here. I'm in touch with Del Toro. He's really alive. He's here.
The real Del Toro. Check mine. Make sure you're on the screen as well.
Absolutely.
Hey everybody, yeah. So happy New Year to everybody. I hope and pray that everybody's doing phenomenally well. I have been doing amazingly well. Incredible things have been happening, and we're really thankful and grateful. I took the last couple of weeks of December just as a chance to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Just to breathe, take some time off, focus on the family, focus on my daughters. Just really just enjoy, relax, be a kid again, and just unplug, man. Because it was an incredible year, very, very positive, very powerful year. Thank everybody for jumping on and being a part of the year that we had, and it was incredible. And I just took a couple of weeks to just kind of chill. And in the middle of that, I got some challenging news, and that news was that my first mentor passed away. His name was Dr. Lee Jones, and he was my first mentor in college. And he passed away.
The one you talk about in some of your presentations.
Yes, I talked about him in all my talks, and he passed away at the age of 50. Y'all, he was 50. And he passed away between Christmas and the New Year. And so he passed away of cancer, and it just really hit me because that was the third mentor that I had. The third mentor that I've had passed away in the last year, between Dr. Miles Monroe earlier this year and a local mentor of mine by the name of James Evans, and now Dr. Lee Jones. That was my third mentor. So I just have been taking some time just to reflect on life, man, and just what life really means and what it's all about, and how to really kind of what it means to me to kind of get back involved and get back in the game to take things to that next level. So I'm excited.
So what does it mean to you now?
Well,
what can folks expect from you in 2016, man? What does it? I'm gonna say what do they expect? What does 2016 mean? What does life mean? Having gone through what you've gone through over the last 2 weeks. That's tough for anyone.
Yeah, it's a wake-up call, man. It really is a wake-up call, Shay, to the importance of us really getting down to the business of being about legacy. You know what I'm saying? And really blazing a trail. Y'all, none of us are promised tomorrow. We don't have it. We just say, okay, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be there, and I got all this time to decide what I'm gonna do. You gotta make a decision now that you're gonna make your dream happen, you're gonna go after your dream, and that you're gonna live out everything that the mentors that you've had have deposited inside you. Because for me, my mentors had poured a lot into me, so I wanted to make sure that I'm living out everything that they had instilled in me to take it to that next level. But it makes you question everything, man, shit, because you're like, things that you thought made so much sense or mattered so much. You realize,
For example?
just like, for example, it's like, you know, people's opinion, man. It's like, I think in order to go full throttle and go to the next level in 2016, you got to get liberated from public opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You got to care less about what everybody thinks because you're not going to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think so many of us are so focused on what other people are going to think. Am I going to have haters or not? Am I going to have this or am I going to have that? And the truth is, you got people that don't like you for a myriad of reasons, and you got to be okay with the fact that not everybody's going to be cool with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And just really being committed to excellence and being committed to living life all the way out, because this is not. It's not a rehearsal, y'all. We get one shot at this thing, and y'all, we all know people who have just checked out early. I mean, people are checking out in their 30s and 40s and 50s. I mean, that's early, man.
That's definitely early.
And so it's just really given me a drive and a passion to really kind of go after life at a different level, man, and be more intentional about really making moments happen, making moments count, making life matter. I'm excited about 2016 because 2016 is the year of the double eights. And 8 is my favorite number. Come on, somebody. And I love the fact that 8 represents continuous growth, evolution. It represents abundance. When you write the word 8, you can't tell where the word 8 begins, and you can't tell where it ends.
Slide over here.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like Kenyatta said, me and mom are watching you right now. Shout out.
Okay, cool.
Me
Hey,
and mom are watching you.
Watching right now. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Hey,
See
what's
the
going
ceiling
on?
over there.
There you go.
We're live.
So the number 8, you can't tell where it starts and you can't tell where it ends. Mm-hmm. And it represents balance too. I really believe it's important, y'all. And I know you guys would agree with this. It's important that this year we focus on balance. The top part.
Maybe one of those special moments.
Yeah.
You decide to slow down your life, take a few minutes out of those 1,440 minutes that you have to be here with us and
Absolutely.
all of them.
Absolutely.
You kind of share what's on your mind and your brain, and you're there with Trevor Atus, less than 24 hours away from celebrating his big birthday. Did you know that?
Birthday, that's right. We just took him to lunch, man.
24 hours.
Happy early birthday, man. Happy early birthday, brother.
Well, you know, it's funny, as I get blessed enough to really see another year. For me, the focal point has really been about evolution. That's my word for 2016. I know people have resolutions and goals and things like that. And for me, you know, I'm done with resolutions.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not into that either.
And you had a really interesting conversation about goals today, goal setting versus goal getting, and I want to share that in just a second. I love the example about the airplane. He went into National Harbor today, folks. He just tore it up. You know, everybody's toes got stepped on, and oh my gosh!
Tell him about the gig. What was it?
So I think you were doing what, Prudential?
Yeah, Prudential. Yep.
Here in National Harbor at the Gaylord, and I mean, just really just rocking out. And sometimes, you know, friends you get a chance just to kind of hang out. But you know, back to for me, Dale. This year, no
evolution.
Yeah, no goals, just evolution. And I think to myself, what's your word? What's going to be your word?
Right.
In everywhere in my house, I put it on my door. I put it on in the bathroom. I put it on the refrigerator. I put it on my phone. I put it on my laptop. Just this word evolve. And that for me, I wanted to evolve spiritually. I wanted to evolve mentally. I wanted to evolve physically. And really, evolution is about being in a different place, a better place. Not just a different place, but a better place tomorrow than you were today.
That's right.
And that to evolve, it means that you're going to have to let go of some old ideas,
right.
Some old concepts, but also some old ways.
Yeah.
And so what I would say to anybody this year is, are you evolving? And the key thing is, instead of a New Year's resolution, or instead of, this goal that you randomly set, what's your word for 2016? Like, what's that word that when you hear it, it just snaps you back into focus?
Right.
What's that word? I was out at lunch with you guys, and Del Toro busts out. He does this. We're sitting there eating lunch, and this guy busts out in the middle of it. He's like, man, you ever just sometimes just get charged?
Yeah.
But his word was, really, crush it.
Yeah.
And for many of you out there, what's going to be your word for 2016?
Yeah.
And when I say your word, it's the one thing that you're going to focus on all of 2016. There are a lot of things you could do. There are a lot of things you can talk about. But what's the one thing you're going to focus on?
Right.
And for me, the one thing that I'm focused on is I'm focused on evolving. I'm focused on evolution. My word, evolve. What's your word for 2016? Go ahead and share it now. And while you guys are watching,
Tell us what your word is.
tell us your word and hit the subscribe button, because when we start doing these secret sessions,
That's right.
we're going to be sharing with you tips and techniques of peak performance. Now, one secret technique that you shared today to the top performers in the insurance industry was the difference between goal setting and goal getting. Would you share that goal again?
Absolutely. So I believe it's vitally important for all of us to understand that there is a big difference between setting a goal and getting a goal. At the end of the day, setting a goal is cute, it's nice, it's a cliche, it's something that we all are accustomed to, and I think it's important that you have a vision and you kind of put the vision out there. But I equate goal setting to a plane taking off, and I equate goal getting to the plane landing. So I believe it's vitally important that we are people who are consumed with not just making sure that our planes, our dreams, our aspirations, our visions, our things that we want get off the ground, but making sure that they land on the other side as well. And I believe that God is the same way, because God wants us to finish. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He made us in His image and His likeness. And since He made us in His image and His likeness, He wants us to complete the work that was begun in us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He wants us to finish stuff. So I really believe, and that's why I love that number 8, because you can't tell where it starts and where it ends, but it's always a finished number. Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
And so I really love that. And I love, the other thing I love about the number 8 is that it represents a new beginning. If you think about it, there's 7 days in a week, but the 8th day of every month is always the first day of a new week. Come on, somebody. So the 8th day is always the new beginning. It's a new chance to do something different. And I think 2016 for you is a new opportunity. You get a fresh slate, a fresh start, a fresh opportunity. Wipe everything away. Wipe away the bad, but also wipe away the good. Because sometimes your current level is the enemy to your next level.
Now, when you talk about finishing,
we gotta back that up. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah. Your current level can be the enemy to your next level.
Yeah.
Because if you're comfortable with compromise, and you're comfortable and you're happy, and see, a lot of times, y'all, we surround ourselves with people who are at our same level. And we talked about this today in the organization as well. If you're benchmarking yourself against people who are at your level, you're like, oh man, I'm kicking butt, I'm doing well. But that's almost like the person that was in high school and you thought you were the top jock in high school because you were the biggest, strongest, fastest in your high school. Until you get to college and you got people coming from 600 high schools and you're the smallest dude on the team.
Right.
So you be careful who you benchmark yourself against, and make sure that as you go into this year that you are committed to making sure that I'm gonna finish what I started. Come on, somebody. And I'm gonna make sure that this is the year that I get a fresh start, a fresh slate, and I really make some things happen. And I evolve, like you said, Trevor, and take myself to play in a bigger league.
Absolutely. And it's funny because we're dealing with out there right now. We have all these entrepreneurs, and we got all these business leaders, and we have different people who are really starting off 2016 with the best of intentions. They have true ability, they have talents, and they have gifts. But I like the conversation that Dale had about finishing. And the first thing is that, go ahead and write this down. I mean, note takers are money makers, so go ahead and just write this down. You got to commit to finish before you commit to show.
That's it.
Oh, you want to go?
You got to
commit to finish.
Okay, right. Okay. I know what he's going to say. I know what he's doing.
And we got to be, this year, we got to be finishers. And, when I look at finishing, I think the best way I've ever heard it put was finishing is completing something to the point that it can go on without your on-site supervision. Also, that which we call a legacy, because when you finish something, you leave a legacy.
That's right.
When you leave something unfinished, what you leave is a bunch of tasks. And some of us, we have tasks that people have left us because they didn't finish. It's like, being at work and somebody didn't finish something and now it falls to you because they didn't finish.
That's right.
And the thing that I've learned is that, oftentimes as entrepreneurs and as leaders, we are in this race. And what I've learned, especially for business owners, is that business is not a race. It's a process. And in a race, winning is defined by finishing first. But in a process like business, winning is defined by finishing, period.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is that you got to run your race.
Yeah.
Right? Not just run the race, you got to run your race. And oftentimes, we start running other people's race.
Yeah.
Like, we start competing in an area that was never even our call.
Right.
And then we want to know why we're struggling to produce results. But, you know, it's all about finishing.
Yeah.
What say you, Shay Brown? Brother Shay?
Well, you know,
we call him Brother Shay now.
Brother Shay.
Well, you know, today
We
in
give him a
honor
weak
of
outfit.
in honor of Trevor's birthday, I decided to wear a jacket. Yes, indeed. I decided to get all dressed up.
We should have got a little
I
handkerchief.
decided to get proper.
Yeah.
Decided to put a jacket on and be here with all of us having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, Trevor talked about what the word is. I think there's two types of words that you can have. I really do. There's one type of words you said, Trevor, to get you excited, get you motivated, get you pumped, and get you going. And the other word is about what you're going to do.
Right,
So
right.
I look at it from a different perspective. Just I always have a sales lens on.
Right, yeah.
Unfortunately, I wear this sales lens. You
No,
know, the
that's
sales
good.
lens.
The sales party
I see the world through a sales lens.
Yeah.
So the word for me in 2016 is to serve. And so as I come across, so it's not about what I'm going to do.
Right.
So I realize I've got to have the right mindset and the belief system and all that warm and fuzzy stuff. You need that.
Right.
You need that. But that's just not where I'm at today. So
Yeah.
where I'm at today is what am I going to do for someone else? So the word for me in 2016 is serve.
I like
How can I serve? So every interaction that I have, how can I leave that person in a better place?
Yeah.
And a better space? Even when we have sometimes clients that aren't happy.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever reason, system goes down, some problem comes up. Hey, how can I serve them?
Yeah.
How can I help them?
Yeah.
And how can I pass whatever talents I have on to someone else?
That's right. That's
And,
right.
and so the word that I'm looking at for myself is serve in 2016. But what's your word?
Man, you know, I
I mean, I'm just curious.
Not to a
I
word.
shared you.
Right, right.
No. You said the word. You said, what is your word?
What's your
So
word?
Trevor said his evolve.
Right.
I said mine is to serve.
Right,
One
right.
word, serve. We're putting you on the spot. This is
Okay,
not
that's
prepared,
fair.
ladies
What's
and
your word,
gentlemen.
my man?
This is not prepared. We didn't have no script here.
Oh,
We're just
y'all
kicking it
killing
at.
me. Y'all
What's the
killing
word,
me.
man? They're listening. You're on the spot.
crush it.
That's two words. Crush.
But
Okay,
that's
there's crush.
the word.
No, there's crush.
But it's
Questions.
It can't be crushed in. I couldn't say
crush.
serve others.
Okay,
It's
crush.
one word.
Okay.
Find crush for us.
Okay, all right. So,
Yeah.
so crush is an acronym.
Oh, you go. The old speaker thing. The old speaker thing up in this kid. Serve could have been an
I
acronym
wish I
too.
had somebody to shout on that.
The ball gonna be acronym. Yeah, give about 6 more words.
Can I put an acronym out there?
Okay, give
They
us
didn't
the
say I give
acronym.
an acronym. Somebody shout.
All you do that with them. One word. Okay, I'm used to one word.
I do one word, and it's gonna be an acronym.
Okay, go ahead. Go real fast, real time. Tell us about this acronym.
All right. So crush is an acronym. It stands for capitalize,
Capitalize.
realize,
Realize.
utilize,
Utilize.
strategize,
Strategize.
and hustle.
Oh, you got hustle up in that
Yes,
game.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Capitalize on the year.
Yeah.
Realize your goals and dreams. Utilize your gifts and talents. Strategize your massive action plan. And hustle.
That's not fair.
That's it.
That's not fair.
At
Did
the
you
end
see
of
that? Did you
the-
see that word?
at the
Did you see
end
that?
of the day.
That's good. That's good.
At the
That's
end
good.
of the day,
That's good. That's good.
Abraham Lincoln said, "Good things do come to those who wait, but only those things left behind by those who hustle." And at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we don't get people's leftover sloppy seconds this year. That this is the year that you get your own stuff. God wants you to have your own stuff. You ain't got to be eating from the crumbs from somebody else's table when at the end of the day, we serve the King of the Kings and the Lord of Lords. So it's our right and our responsibility to take possession of that which He's already put.
The organ, I hear it. The organ.
Right.
I hear the organ back there. The drums almost off.
Deacon McNeil, come on. Come on, Deacon McNeil.
Do y'all see how I get treated? Do y'all see how I get treated with all?
First of all, you took crush, made it an acronym.
What's wrong with
and
that?
then gave us a long definition.
You didn't put no parameters saying I could not put
That's true,
an
that's
acronym.
true, that's true.
And it's a philosophy.
No, it's
So-
fair, it's fair.
So when I'm in front of audiences, I tell them whatever you do, crush it, and I make them do the fist pound, and they yell back, crush it. And it's a cool thing that we do because at the end of the day, y'all, I really believe that this is the time now more than ever before. We got to be committed to really living life. Y'all know what I love to call full throttle. All the way out. Either you go all in or you go home. Because this ain't no rehearsal. And you talked about it. Finishing. Some of you all, you need to spend part of January, instead of deciding what more things you want to add to your plate, some of y'all need to take some time in January and decide what needs to come off your plate before you even say you want to do anything else. Trevor, I love what you said. You said no goals, just a focus on one word, and that word is to evolve. And if I can evolve my fitness, if I can evolve my spirituality, if I can evolve my income, my revenue, if I can evolve my service, if I can evolve how I give back, if I can evolve my giver's economy, if I can evolve my philanthropy, then I can create change and transformation and take things to that next level, y'all. So I really believe that that's vitally important. So finish before you start. That's what I'm gonna say. Finish off. Did you really close out? Just because December 31st came and went doesn't mean that you effectively closed out the year.
Yeah.
Good God, have mercy. I mean, you have
no mic, man. You have no mic. There's no mic to drop.
Ain't no mic to drop. I'm dropping the water bottle. I can't.
All right. So for those listening here, Trevor, what's the takeaway you want them to have? They want to move up.
Let's kind of evolve this conversation. Look, you know, I think that too many times as leaders and professionals and entrepreneurs and small business owners, I think we spend too much time looking for answers. And in that way, and what happens is we try to find the answer or this answer, and it allows us to stop our evolution or stop the conversation. And I'm gonna go with the Tony Robbins quote: "Powerful people ask what? Powerful questions, because questions steer focus.
Yeah.
And in this life, you get what you focus on.
That's right.
And so here's the thing. First question is, powerful people ask powerful questions. Are you a powerful person? You just type it out there right now, yes or no.
Yes, I am a powerful.
Yeah,
subscribe, and then hit yes, I am. In fact, let's make the English teachers mad. Yes, I is
powerful.
Good God. Yes, I is powerful.
So we got that. So go ahead and type that right now. First hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
And then, you know, powerful people ask powerful questions. If you accept that you are powerful, right, then we know that, you know, questions steer focus. So what are you going to be focused on? So the question is, what must I do to finish? What must I finish?
Yeah.
Here's some questions. Listen, stop looking for the answer. We didn't give you an answer. What we gave you was a question.
Right.
And then what must I do to finish, right? What things do I have to do to finish? How do I finish?
Right.
These are the questions. And then you get what you focus on. And what you're going to focus on is you're going to be focusing on the things you need to do to finish in 2016 and beyond. I'm just saying, are you powerful or not? Yes, you is or yes, you not.
Come on. Now, I'm going to throw something in there.
Okay.
Why should I finish?
All right.
Because the problem is, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah.
So the challenge is, if you have a consistent pattern of not finishing, and it happens in one area, it's going to happen in every area of your life. If you haven't finished that garage, you probably haven't finished the closet. You ain't finished the closet, you haven't finished painting that wall. You ain't finished that wall, you probably haven't finished the bathroom. How you do anything tends to be how you do everything. So if you can't finish the book, you probably can't finish the website. Can't finish that, you can't finish your CRM. Can't do that, you can't finish your savings plan. How you do anything tends to be how you do everything. So what you want to learn how to do is get into the art of finishing. We write books, right?
Yeah.
We coach authors. Publishing is nothing but finishing.
Yeah. Publishing is nothing more than finishing.
I teach all the time.
And I think
publishing is finishing.
And I think you introduced a new question. Is what things haven't I finished?
Yeah.
See today is we're trying to see what questions haven't you asked yourself?
Yeah.
What questions are you avoiding? What questions are you ducking? Because see, powerful people don't have all of the answers. Powerful people have a lot of questions. But Shay, what are some of the things that they can start finishing in their business?
Well, you know, as they listen, there's a couple of things. What can they finish? But the other question is much more bigger, I think, which is what's some things they can do to finish? Like, how do they finish? So I'm going to give you 3 steps. Just give you a little takeaway. This is something I learned from Dell when I was doing my interview.
Yeah, acronym or something?
He said, Shay, you only have 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes. You got to give them something to take away. So while they'll philosophize a little bit, I'm going to give you 3 action steps. How's that? 3 action steps. No, you don't.
Right. Because you're not an action king. Right. You're going to try to come with the action first.
I figured I was
you stay in sales, man.
Alright, so here we go, real quick, 3 steps. Jot these 3 steps down. It's part of what I call the relentless now mode. Relentless now. That means you're doing it when? Now. And you're relentless when? Now, right? So 3 steps. Number 1, you got to have the drive. So whatever it is that you have to do, my father says that the will overcome the skill. So you have to have the will to believe that you're going to get it done. That's part of the drive, whatever they got to finish. They got to have some drive. The second part of what you have is the determination. That no matter what comes up, you're going to keep putting one foot in front of the other foot, in front of the other foot, in front of the other foot, until you cross that finish line.
Right.
So things are going to happen, we know that. But
Right.
when you have the determination, and you have the will, and you bring it together, then you'll have that straight determination. The last D, so I gave you drive, then I'm going to give you determination. And then the last one is my favorite. They're all my favorite, I wouldn't give them to you right now. But here it is, jot this down. If you didn't put anything else down, please put this down. Here it is, discipline. Discipline is the ability to do the things you know you should do when you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
So you do the things when you know you should do it, you don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyway. But you do it over and over and over again because you've heard that consistency is the key.
Yeah.
Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with?
Consistency.
So you write down right now, I am consistent.
Absolutely.
That's my takeaway. Over to you.
We've all heard it said before, repetition is the mother of skill. Rehearsal is the father of learning. Say that again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Rehearsal is the father of learning. The more you do something, the better you get at it. So at the end of the day, you got to give yourself credit. I think so oftentimes we beat ourselves up. We come into a new year and we beat ourselves up for what we did or did not do, right, last year. And we don't give ourselves a clean slate. We don't give ourselves permission to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and close out the year. Whether it worked, whether it didn't, go ahead and zero that out. Come on, somebody, it's an accounting term. Zero it out and get a fresh start on yourself. A couple things that I would suggest on top of the 3 Ds that the bishop just gave us. I would say, what do they call Brother Shay, right?
Brother Shay. Everybody type in the group, Brother Shay.
Yeah, just call me brother. The bishop is here, by the way.
Oh, you got jokes. Number one, I would say this. And there are 3 things that I want you to focus on this year. I want you to focus on your story, your state, and your strategy. Those are the 3 things. So you gave them 3 Ds. I'm going to give them 3 S's. Story, state, and strategy. Your story is the thing that you've made up about why you can or why you can't do something. So at the end of the day, many of us come into this year and we have things that we want to do. When I'm in front of audiences, I say, how many of y'all want this to be the best year ever? Everybody wants, everybody aspires. We all want big stuff, right?
Yep.
But the problem between what you want and what you're going to manifest is a story that you've made up in your mind about why you can't have it. Whether that story is something to do with your childhood, whether that story has something to do with your income, whether that story has to do with some resource that you do or do not have, whether that story has something to do with where you live, it's your small town, fill in the blank. We all have a story. Until you change your story, you cannot change the action you're going to take to manifest your dream. So you got to replace that negative story with a positive one. Second, strategy. You've got to come up with a game plan for how you're going to make this year happen. I want you to make it happen, but you need a plan of action. You need a massive action plan to get you from point A to point B. And that massive action plan must be incorporated into your DNA, which stands for your daily natural action. So your massive action plan must be incorporated into your DNA because any success or any failure has to be broken down into your daily routine. If you're going to succeed, it's because you did something daily. If you're going to fail, it's because you did something daily. Come on, somebody. So the secret to your success or failure is hidden in your daily agenda. The last part of the equation is you need story, state, story, strategy, and the final thing is state. The reason why I do rah is because it puts me in a peak state. Because I consider myself the Hulk, right? That's my thing, right? So since that's my alter ego is the Incredible Hulk. So several times a day, for no reason whatsoever, I'll just say rah. And I'll shake my hands and I'll shake my body.
Bust out of the shirt?
I bust out of the shirt. Well, I don't bust the shirt, but I get close to it. Why are you joking me, Jeff? Why are you joking me, man? But that's my thing. And you sharing my thing with the world, and now you laughing. It's raw, right? And I just do the raw, and what it does,
I have to do my move.
it puts me back into superhero state, and it puts me back into a peak state as an entrepreneur, and I can kick butt and take names and keep making the rest of my day happen.
Yeah.
So those are my 3. Story, state, strategy.
Love it, love it, love it. Now that clock went off, so it tells us we got about 60 seconds, but I'll give one little note. Is
Subscribe, everybody. Make sure you subscribe if y'all enjoy
and we
it.
might come back to a bonus session, so hit subscribe. But here's what I want you to know. The level of distraction that you allow in your life directly correlates with the amount of success you have. And the less distractions you have, the greater your success will be. And so many of us, we've been allowing too many distractions in our life.
Distractions.
And we might come back with a bonus tip. If you hit the subscribe button, we might come back with a bonus tip, and Dale might tell us the secrets about cell phone bullies. What do you say, Dale? We'll come back? Because it says it's going to end in about 60 seconds. And if you're on, when we turn it back on in about 30 seconds, you're going to automatically get the access to this secret session again. That's right. Cash flow conversation.
Cash flow conversation.
Sounds good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
We'll be back in
God bless
about
you all.
30 seconds.
We'll be back real soon.
Peace.
Deuces.